Hey guys, hello. Me and my hair. Good afternoon, everybody. We're just waiting on folks to get on in. I apologize. I was out there doing some grub hubbing and it caused me to be late. So I couldn't put in the thing up yet. So we're just going to wait for a few minutes because I know the timer said later on. So I am going to go ahead and start sharing this out to others. Let me share this live out to others so they could come on along. Come on in this room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, lady.
Hello, hello.
You sound like you asleep.
Oh my goodness, I can't hear. The volume is really low.
My value?
Yeah.
Am I low for you, Miss Max?
No.
Yeah,
Could be my phone.
Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna plug in my mic just in case for you. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna plug in my mic. Ow. Ow. Something fell on my toes. Ow. Sorry for the noise, y'all. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 3, 4, 5. How do I sound?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we could hear you. We could
Okay.
hear you before.
General warning. I had to rush my son to the dentist, so he's having his tooth worked on. So I'm gonna do my best to stay out here and read, but if they ask me questions, I might have to say, Sylvia, I'm so sorry.
I got you. Gotcha.
Probably why my phone is not working.
Is it working now?
I can barely hear you guys, but it's okay. I'll work with it. Let me see.
Where's Powerful? The one that asked us to do this time this early.
He needs me? Oh, goodness. It's okay. I'm coming.
It's okay. We understand.
Goodness. Sylvia, I'll chime in when I can, but I gotta go inside.
I understand.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Trust me, we understand. The videos come first.
For sure.
Here we go. Do 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 do. Sherelle, you email me for what shirt? Which shirt are you talking about? I email you for my shirt, never got a response. When did you email me? And what shirt? I am so confused. I don't have R. Kelly's shirt. That was not me. That was Dottie. I don't have a R. Kelly shirt. She was on my live doing the t-shirt and you were supposed to contact her. You're supposed to contact Dottie. I don't have R. Kelly t-shirts. You're talking about during the trial, right? It was during the trial back in September. She came on and told those who hadn't received theirs to contact her. On February 25th. Are you sure it was R. Kelly t-shirt? You sure it wasn't the t-shirt that I had? If you're talking about the t-shirt I had, that's Sonia's asking for your size and stuff like that. She hasn't done it. It's no R. Kelly t-shirts. It's Infamous Sylvia's t-shirts. Is that the one you're talking about? Hey, size 296. Is that what you're talking about, Sherelle? I don't even see. Let me see whose name is on that list. Hold on a second. Let's see my list. Whose name is on the list? Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, your name is on the list, Sherelle. You were supposed to send your size and what you wanted on the shirt. Yeah, that's it was the Infamous Sylvia shirt. It's not R. Kelly shirt. It's Infamous. If you're looking for R. Kelly shirt, that's not even here. I don't even know who's doing that. I know Dottie did the ones for the Free R. Kelly in the back, but it wasn't R. Kelly shirts. No R. Kelly shirts was done over here. Email the size you want and what you wanted on the back. Did you want butt guard? Did you want the what was the other saying? I forgot the other saying. I don't remember the other saying. Okay. Shannon, I think we do have your size because she in fact, she says she's doing them, starting them today, and I'm glad you did come in today, Sherelle, because she sent me an email today saying that she's starting the shirts because her sister was out of town, and so she gave me who she already had. And Shannon, I think I have yours already. Hold on, Shannon, let me see. Yeah, I got yours, Shannon. Shannon, but you didn't send your address and stuff to her. We need your address. Only thing I have is your size, extra large, and you need to redo it with the address and the shirt size, okay? She wants the address and your shirt size. Oh, I do. I see your shirt size and address. Okay. I got you, Shannon. Let me forward all your stuff over to her. Yeah, I got your address. I got it. Never mind. Don't send anything else. I'm gonna forward her your message right here. I'm gonna put in everything over here. All right, we got this. You're good, Shannon. And I'm gonna send that to her right now. All right, you're good, Shannon. I got you. Sherelle, you ready to send yours? You get the size you want, what you want on it, and your address so she can ship it straight to you. Get your size, what you want on the back, and your address. Okay, we have Rabbits, we have Kimberly's, we have Char's, Yeah, I did mark you down that we didn't have your information, Sherelle. Send that back over. Anything, Sherelle? You come on now, Sherelle. You gotta give us a hint what you want. Don't say anything. You gotta give us a hint. But send me everything. Is that your email, Sherelle? Okay, that is okay. Okay, no wonder why. Okay, I got it. I got it now. I got it. It's not a R. Kelly. It's not a Robert Sylvester Kelly shirt. It's not a Robert Sylvester Kelly shirt. No, it's not. It is an infamous Sylvie. Do you still want it? Do you still want the shirt? Because it's not a Robert Sylvester Kelly shirt. Oh, you wanted the back to say free R. Kelly. Okay, I'll tell us on the back you want free R. Kelly. Okay, I'll do that. All righty. All right, I'll put it on the back that you want free R. Kelly. But the front is infamous Sylvie, okay? Okay. All right, we got you got together now. My day was pretty good. So we're all set now, Sherelle. We got you now. Thank you, Lilac. Um, Miss Motts, where's everybody?
I don't know.
Po- Power says she was gonna be on, and she's not here. Oh, she just sent a message. She's at the ER with her son.
Oh, wow. You think we should try this tomorrow or?
Well, we'll just not do it tonight.
Okay.
Because a lot of people not here. Okay. Where is Miss Dennis? Where's Miss Dennis? I don't see her here. Anybody know where she is? Miss Dennis, if you're in the bushes, come out. Come out, Miss Dennis. All right, I'm gonna put my light on. Y'all, I started I started my thing in the back, y'all. You see the stuff I got back there? I'm doing something back there now.
All right now.
You see that? Look at that. Bam!
Looking
Hi.
good, looking good.
I'm trying. I'm trying. And then I got my little mic, y'all. I told you I got the mic finally, y'all. Woo, child. See what y'all do? Y'all been doing for this channel. Y'all been getting the sister right. And I got new lights, y'all. New lights. Hold on.
All right.
Let me unplug this thing here. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, a second. Hold on. Let me unplug this. There I go dropping stuff. Sorry. Can't take me anywhere. I'm always dropping something. Y'all, I got the light going on now too. Ooh, chow, chow, chow.
Ain't no stopping you now.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on a go. Boo, boo, boo. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on what's going on. What? Lilac got her membership going. Okay, Lilac. Okay. What's going on with the case now? Oh, nothing right now. Other than we're waiting for the motion to be filed. Which case? You talking about Cardi B's or Robert's case? Robert, I guess. Yeah, Robert, because okay, gotta put the light on me. Got to put the light going on. Okay, we got some light going on here, y'all. We got the light. Y'all. Your girl got it going on now, y'all. She got the light shining. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Let's put the light on over here, too. Let's put some light on the subject. Uh-oh, what did I unplug? Oh, I unplugged the light over here. We're trying to get this stuff all together over here. Oh, we got some light on the subjects. But they said to put like a white sheet thing. Try to get to like an ambiance.
It's really clear.
I love the intro. Which which she said she loved the intro you used for Robert. You mean the one where he's on the piano? Yeah, that's right, Shannon. Thank God. Yeah, I got this mic going on now. Oh, look at this mic. Uh-oh. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I'm being silly, right?
It looks like a really nice
The
professional
only,
mic.
the only thing there here, this is like a shelf I have. I have to screw it up because it's like I need the Allen wrench to screw it.
Oh, okay.
Put some vinyl flowers and vine on your wall. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Peel. That's peeling easy. Okay, you said put some vinyl flowers and vine on Oh, you put those vinyl. Okay, I'm gonna probably. What should I put back here? Because we're coming up. We're trying to find ideas. I gotta get it straightened out right here. Is it- I gotta screw it with an Allen wrench to get it right. Yeah. Maybe I should turn this light this way. Yeah, so it don't shine on that. And then put this one right here. We need like ambiance going on. Ooh. It sounds clear. It sounds clear? Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, Rabbit. It's morning over there. Good evening, Blue Topaz. You guys are coming up in here. Y'all want to hear some reading, don't you? Y'all want to hear the reading? What we gonna do, Miss Mats? What we gonna do? Folks are coming up in the chat now.
Ooh, that's a lot of reading for 2 folks.
Well, Rhoda said she was coming in. I gotta send her. Hold on a second. So you got it from Home Depot. But y'all can see the crookedness, right? And that thing look like it's about to fall, right? Whoa. I gotta fix it. There she go. There she is.
Hey. Look, I just happened to
I gotta fix it.
pull up YouTube.
There she go. There she is.
I've been looking at my email waiting on you. I was like, okay. Look, I just happened to
Okay, you have to turn down your YouTube in the background.
Wait a minute, I gotta come. I've been looking at my email waiting on you. I was like, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what am I getting? What you sent me in the email?
I just sent it to you.
Okay, let me see. Is it the Cardi B transcripts?
Yes.
I thought is it something new? Because you sent me some transcripts already for that. Let me see.
No, we finished that one already.
Oh, okay. This is another one. Oh, okay. It hadn't
Well,
come.
you might have not. You might have got that one already.
Okay.
Dorothy, I don't have a YouTube plaque. YouTube didn't give me a plaque. I didn't get a YouTube plaque. Am I supposed to get a YouTube plaque? Don't you get it when you get 100,000? I only got 12,000. 12,000 some change, so I don't have the plaque. I will win. Oh yeah, okay, yes, I will. Talk it into existence. Far from above. Hey, hon. Okay, y'all.
It ain't came over yet.
You didn't get it yet?
Mm-mm.
I sent it.
Okay, well, maybe it's large. Maybe it's gonna come.
It is large.
Okay. So maybe.
Get out your thing and come back in and see if it goes.
Okay. Let me pull it back up. Okay.
There she go. There she is. Is he okay? Perspective, is he okay?
Are we already on or are we just backstage?
No, we're on.
He's okay. Sorry.
Do you guys want to end and start it over? Because there's a lot of dead air stuff going on. We can end, not post this, and start over.
So I gotta come out and come back in.
No, we'll stay. I just cut it out.
Yeah, because I don't know what's wrong. It still ain't come over yet.
It didn't come up. Maybe you need to come out and come back in.
Okay.
I got something to show y'all. Hold on a second.
No time.
Just one moment. Just one moment. Just one moment. What happened? Is everything okay? Ashley, we're waiting for some folks to come on in. But they're not here yet. I'm starting to look professional back there, right? Look at that. Praise the Lord. Got some new lights, got a new mic.
Yeah,
Testing 1, 2.
I finally got it. I finally got it.
Only got it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Phyllis. Oh.
We were page 54, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I thought it was 56.
It is 56. Can you turn your thing down, Tasha K?
Ooh, I'm in the car. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Turn your YouTube.
I don't have my YouTube on. No, I don't.
Who's that got it on?
My,
Mm, Mine's isn't on. Hmm.
It's Tasha K. I see her thing moving.
it's my car vibrating.
No, it's your you have YouTube on.
I honestly do not. I don't get it.
Don't y'all see her face thing moving?
Huh?
Yeah.
Did it stop?
No.
I honestly don't have it on. I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
She has it on, don't she, guys?
I don't.
She has it on.
So,
She don't realize it.
I'm on my phone. There's no apps open.
It is open.
Let me see if there's.
I told
I
y'all.
can't get this PDF to open for some reason.
Automatically adjust mic. Virtual background. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is that better?
Much better. What was open?
Nothing was open. I had to turn on echo cancellation in Yardstream.
Oh, okay.
She said, "What was open?" I told you it wasn't open.
Well, it was repeating.
Echo. Are we waiting on anyone?
Oh, we can't even hear you now. You sound like a robot.
I still hear. Man,
I still hear us in the background.
I don't understand why. I promise you, I'm just sitting in the car. There's no YouTube on.
Now I don't hear it.
Let me log off and come back in.
Okay. Guys, it's a lot of technical difficulty. We have Rhoda having issues trying to open up the link. We have Miss Perspective Me with her issues with her phone sounding like she's on the what's the name? So we're just patiently waiting. Okay, trying to make sure my praise the Lord is seen in the back. Okay, we got it.
It has disappeared, and I don't know where it is. Kept downloading, and then it just disappeared. So I don't even know where it is. Oh gosh. Let's see.
Go into your download. Open your file and click out recent download. Put on my rouge.
How's that?
My rouge. Much better.
Okay. Okay.
We still having technical difficulty, everybody. We still having technical difficulty. We apologize.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to explain myself. My baby has a teeth infection, but they cannot work on his teeth until his infection goes away. So that's what we're dealing with. He has to have a root canal.
Oh, as young as he is?
The 9-year-old, yes.
Wow.
Move to inbox.
That's what we're dealing with. His face all of a sudden blew up.
Oh my God.
And they said,
Wow.
that it's really important that we pay attention because it can go left really quick because it's a significant infection. So yeah.
Wow, poor baby.
Yeah.
So he's doing okay. We're just gonna go get him his antibiotics, huh? We're okay? All right.
Can you send it again, Sylvia? Oh gosh. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I got it. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Oh, 190 pages. So we're on page what?
Page 56.
Okay. Okay, I'm there. Okay. Finally.
Oh, Rosie said take our time. She enjoys the reading. Okay, Rosie, we will definitely do that for you.
Are we starting at line 8?
No, we're starting yeah, where it begins. Hold on a second. We just gotta
Okay.
yeah, it's where they start, the courtroom starts, that all rise, that type of thing. You see that, right?
Okay.
Just 1 second, guys. Put judge on your thing or court. Or you want me to change the name
Yeah,
for you?
change it. Yeah, because I've been a mess them up.
Okay.
Please.
Sure. All right, I'm going to take myself off the camera so we could not be distracted. And let me get my stuff open here so we can begin. Mm.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. I appreciate everyone for their patience. We apologize for the delay, but without further ado, we are get ready to start our reading for the Tasha K, Kibi. Oh, sorry. Okay. We are on page 56. All right. All right, let's get started, folks. Judge number 8.
Okay. All right, you can proceed. Thank you.
Ms. Matz.
All right, I had to unmute myself. All right. If we could actually, I have one more question to ask you about, two more questions to ask you. But the video that we just watched, if we could go back to plaintiff's 583, please. And we're going to start again at approximately 22 minutes and 40 seconds. And this was already admitted, Your Honor. All right. Can we pause for a moment? All right, Miss KB, during your deposition, do you remember giving testimony that there's different ways that you receive advertising revenue from the videos that you post on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I just want to talk briefly about a couple of those ways. One of those ways is that you receive advertising revenue from YouTube from the ads that YouTube places before your video airs, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this, what we're looking at on the screen is not an example of that, right?
No, ma'am.
An example of that would be when you go to watch a YouTube video, for the first 4 seconds, some random ad pops up, and then at some point you can skip it. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't decide what advertising goes in there. In the ones in the beginning that Google puts in, Google just puts them in and you receive a portion of the revenue, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You also testified that you receive advertising directly from advertisers that contract with you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is what we're looking at here an example of you placing those advertisements in your video for the advertisers that pay you directly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so they pay you to essentially air their ad during a portion of your show, like what we're talking about here, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And they, the part behind the offset and trouble ticker along the bottom with my client's image, the part behind that is what they've provided to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you imposed on whatever image they gave to you the tickler along the bottom and your client's image over here on the right hand side, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is being advertised while you're talking about my client and her image is being displayed on the screen. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is that, do you have a lot of advertisers that engage with you in this way?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you typically place their advertisements during this type of video?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, you just did it on this one?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I have my,
Oh,
my baby helping me.
okay.
No, I mean, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did the advertiser know ahead of time that you'd be placing their video while you were doing a segment about my client?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You made that decision. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. All right. And the video we just watched where you were talking about my client being,
Hold on a second. Just to eliminate that happening, why don't you pull your mic closer to you? So if you just grab the mic stand and pull the whole thing over and then take look at me, take it and sort of bend it up so that it's kind of like almost underneath your,
The plexiglass is tickling me.
pull the mic and you can lower it a little bit.
Wow. How? That is that good?
maybe even lower it a little bit more. Just grab it like about 3 inches from the top and bend it like that. Just bend it up.
Oh, bend it up like that.
Then you
Okay.
can lower it a little bit. That way it will get your voice a little more. I think because of the mask, your voice will project downward and you won't hit it.
I'm sorry. You scrolled up the wrong way. I'm sorry. My baby scrolled up the wrong way. Can you guys tell me which line?
23.
May I?
23.
What is it?
23.
23.
23. I think he changed my whole page. What page is it?
59.
59.
59. 23. Thank you. May I have permission to, what is this? To tie the plastic tight so it won't move?
Sure.
You sound just like her when she was doing it.
You're ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Do you recall testifying that you're the person at the company, Kiwi Studios, that's responsible for publishing all the content on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you recall being asked whether it was your position that the business is responsible for publishing the content? You testified, I am the business.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you also recall testifying that when you were asked in your mind whether or not you saw a distinction between you and the business, that you said, no, I mean, I am the business? Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The domain name unwindtashak.com, that is your website, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are personally the registrant, the person who that website is registered to. Is that correct?
I believe so.
And you also filed for a trademark. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's you filed for a trademark for Unwind Tasha K. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are personally the listed owner of that trademark with the United States Trademark Office, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'd like to pull up plaintiff's 946. Is this a copy of the mark information for the trademark that you and I were just discussing from the trademark office?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I'd offer this in evidence.
No objection.
Plaintiff's 946 is admitted without objection, whereupon plaintiff's exhibit 946 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence.
Okay, and if we can just take a look at the first page, the trademark that you applied for is depicted kind of small in the upper right-hand corner. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's your logo, Unwind Tasha K?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and if you can look at the goods and services section, you have applied for that in entertainment services. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so that trademark is in relation to your Unwind Tasha K platform, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if we can go to the next page. All right. And if you see under the current owner information, it says Latasha Kibi. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you individually owns the trademark.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have a license agreement with your business, Kiwi Studios?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
You have a written license agreement?
Could you elaborate more?
I'm asking if If there's a license agreement, meaning a written form of a document that licenses the company the right to use the trademark that you've registered.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you just, the business, Kiwi Studios, just utilizes it even though you own it. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you and your husband have an operating agreement for the company?
No, ma'am.
And it's an LLC, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you make decisions, do you do written resolutions or anything like that?
No, ma'am.
So you don't follow any of those types of corporate formalities, correct?
No, ma'am.
But you are, even though you own the business with your husband 50-50, you're the face of the company, correct?
Of Unwind with Tasha K? Yes, ma'am.
Well, the company is Kibi Studios. Are you the company's business is Unwind with Tasha K, correct?
One of them. Yes, ma'am.
Is it the predominant business?
No, ma'am.
You have other businesses under it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are the face of the Unwind Tasha K portion of the business?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Is your husband the face of other portions of the business?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you the president of the company?
No, ma'am.
Is he?
Yes, ma'am.
Just one more question about the videos we were looking at, where you were talking about my client putting beer bottles up her vagina. That video that we just looking at is not the only time that you have published videos repeating that same statement that my client was the person in that video putting beer bottles up her vagina, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you have also, when we were talking earlier about the statements you made that my client was a prostitute, you've also made that statement on many other occasions, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in many forms, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Including going online and saying that my client's statement that she did not sell pussy is a lie. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If we can please take a look at plaintiff's 576. Your Honor, this was stipulated to by request for admission 78, and I would offer it into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, sir.
Plaintiff's 576 is admitted without objection. Whereupon plaintiff's exhibit 576 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence.
Okay. And we're going to take a look at approximately 58 minutes and 45 seconds, please. All right. Can we pause there? All right. In the video we just looked at, you were making that statement and you were referring directly to my client, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Do you recall giving testimony? Well, you testified earlier that you did not remove the videos. The video of the Star Marie interview or the other September 21st video. You did not remove those within 3 days after the demand for retraction was sent, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You do recall, though, at some point, well, actually, I'm going to just read a stipulated fact into the record. On March the 21st, 2019, the plaintiff filed this action. On March 25th, 2019, Kibi temporarily unlisted or made private the September 19th, 2018 video and the September 21st, 2018 video on the main YouTube channel. On or around March 26th, the next day, Kibi relisted and or made public the 9/19/2018 video and the 9/21/2018 video on the main YouTube channel. Okay. And earlier, when we were looking at the demand letter that came from my firm, you also posted a video about that letter, correct?
I believe so.
And was that video entitled Cardi B, I just wiped my ass with your demand letter? I said what I said.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can we please pull up plaintiff's 525? All right, hold on one second. Your Honor, this was stipulated to by request for admission number 7, and I'd offer it into evidence.
Mr. Savick.
No objection.
Plaintiff's 525 is admitted without objection, whereupon plaintiff's exhibit 525 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence.
Okay, go ahead and play it. All right. Is that the video that you posted after receiving the demand for retraction from my firm?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So in that video, you talked about the fact that your name wasn't even right on it.
That is correct.
All right. And that's because the letter was addressed to Latasha Howard, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But you do admit that that was your name for a period of time, but just wasn't your married name, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you received the letter, you did understand that it was for you and that you had received it, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, in this video, you referenced that unless Cardi sends you court papers making you show up in court, that the videos aren't coming down, correct?
That is correct.
And this video was posted in February, on February 28th of 2019.
I believe so.
All right. Excuse me. This lawsuit was started on March 21st of 2019. So you did receive court papers, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But the videos are still up as of this day, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You also are talking to Cardi in this video. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so this video is actually directed at her when you said, bye, bitch. You were talking to her, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
If we can, please look at plaintiff's 51. Have you ever seen this before?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this a screenshot of the YouTube page where the video we just watched is accessible?
Yes, ma'am.
And you posted this on your YouTube channel?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I'd offer this into evidence.
No objection.
Plaintiff's 51 is admitted without objection.
Can y'all talk?
Whereupon plaintiff's exhibit 51 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence. Who left? Oh, she did. Okay.
All right, guys. How are you guys enjoying? Can we get the likes up, guys? Can we get the likes up? Can we get the likes up? What do you think so far? Somebody got a yes ma'am problem going on.
I'm telling you. Woo.
A yes ma'am, yes ma'am,
We'll
yes
just say
ma'am.
yes,
That's her new
yes,
name. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I had
All
to
right, here we
take that
go.
call. So now I don't even know where I was.
22.
22?
Mhm.
Okay. And so here in this screenshot, we can see your face. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's because the video was paused at that particular time when the screenshot was taken, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And underneath the video, you can see the title of the video, Cardi B, I just wiped my ass with your demand letter. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. All right. We're going to take a look at Plaintiff's 592. And Your Honor, this was stipulated to by request for admission 98, and I offered it into, actually, I apologize. Did I offer the last 51 into evidence?
You did.
Okay. So Plaintiff's 592, this was stipulated to by request for admission 98. I'd ask that it be moved into evidence.
No objection.
592 is admitted without objection, whereupon plaintiff's exhibit 592 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence.
All right. If we can, let's take a look starting at around a minute 14 and 10 seconds. I apologize. Just one more. There was a stipulated fact on this that on September 18th, 2020, defendants published this video on YouTube. Okay. Okay, let's pause. All right. So a couple of things. The first thing is in this video, when you said that you said, I know you're effing somebody else. You were talking about my client, correct?
That is correct.
And you're talking about my client having sex with someone else other than her husband, Offset, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And in this, you also said that if Cardi is watching, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you said if you have a problem with this, just hit the lawyers, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're referring to your lawyers in this lawsuit, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that's because you published this video in September of 2020 while the lawsuit was pending, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So after making statements that my client had herpes and was a prostitute and used cocaine and stuck beer bottles up her vagina and then getting sued for it, you also went online and said she was effing someone else and said, I know you've got HPV. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If we can go when you were saying, hit the lawyers, I know you're watching this. Were you talking to her?
Yes, ma'am.
Meaning my client?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were directing this at her.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. All right. If we can please go to 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 20 seconds in the video. All right, let's pause. So again, you've used the term receipts in this video.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're talking about you having receipts,
Yes, ma'am.
and by receipts, you are referring to corroborating documents, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're telling people who are watching this that when you publish something, you have corroborating documents, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also said in this video, if I get it wrong, I have no problem retracting, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Do you have any corroborating documents that my client has had sex with a man that's not her husband?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And do you have any corroborating documents that my client has HPV?
No, ma'am.
So when you told people that what you publish, you have receipts for, I mean, corroborating documents, you don't always, correct?
Oh, I thought you were
The court.
about to
No,
say.
court,
The
court,
court.
court.
I'm sorry. Why are you looking at me?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something. Sorry about that.
No, I was just responding to an email and put my glasses on.
I'm
The
sorry
judge
about
asked
that.
me what you hold on, y'all. The judge
Repeat the
asked me what you
question.
looking at me for.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, God. Go ahead,
Tasha.
Tasha. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm
Repeat
sorry about
yourself.
that. Can you repeat the question?
I said, so when you're telling viewers that you have receipts, meaning corroborating documents for the things you publish on your channel, that's not always true, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You also said if I get it wrong, I have no problem retracting, correct?
That is correct.
All right. But you have never issued a retraction to my client.
I have, not to her personally, but to my viewers.
You've issued a retraction to your viewers?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you do that?
On the Wino channel, Wino Gang channel.
You issued a retraction and said that everything. What did you retract?
I said, I know that the story was fake and that it was probably planted.
You're talking about this story?
This particular story. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you've never issued a retraction of any of the other videos you've published about my client, correct?
I mean, I can't say that. I don't know which ones we're talking about. I've done a lot of.
Have you ever issued a retraction to my client for any of the videos where you have said that she is a prostitute?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever issued a retraction to my client for any of the videos where you said she has herpes?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever issued a retraction for any of the public postings that you made where you use herpes B or cold sore B to refer to my client?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever issued a retraction to my client for saying that she put beer bottles up her vagina?
No, ma'am.
And you have never taken any of those videos down. They're all still up today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's talk about what you just said, though, about this particular video where you said that my client had sex with another man while she was married and that she has HPV, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you have admitted that you thought the information that was given to you before you published this video was false, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you've also admitted that you believed it was false before you put the video out, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And you recall giving testimony about the reasons why you believed before you published this video that the source of the information was not reliable, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And so, with respect to that, you received a DM and then an anonymous phone call. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right. And do you know the name of the person who DM'd you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And do you know the name of the person who you claim you received the anonymous phone call from?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And the woman who called you actually refused to give you her name when she called you, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And when we were watching the beginning of this, when you said the woman who called you was playing a recording, you don't have a copy of that. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. And before you published this video, part of the reason you thought that whoever had called you and was claiming to be the source of this information, part of the reason you thought that it wasn't credible was because you asked for a copy of the recording and that person would not provide it to you. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And how did you ask for that? Did you ask for it on the phone call or in a DM?
On the call.
Okay. And then it never came to you. Is that right?
They refused. Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay. You also testified that one of the other reasons that you did not believe that the source or the alleged source of this story was credible is because you didn't actually think that the person who DM'd you and the person that called you were the same person. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
And that usually when people reach out to you, they DM you. And then you exchange numbers, and at some point you speak to them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
But that's not what happened here.
No, that is correct.
Someone just called you out of the blue. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And part of the other reason you didn't think that this was credible was that you felt like if you're playing a recording from me and don't send it to me, that you then can't back the information up, correct?
That is correct.
Because they could be playing you anything.
Yes, ma'am.
But regardless of you believing that the person who was calling you and who was the alleged source of this story was not at all credible, you went ahead and published a video that contained the statement that my client cheated on her husband and has HPV, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm
You've
sorry. That is correct.
you've testified that you think my client planted this story, correct?
That is correct.
But you've also admitted that you don't have any evidence that my client planted the story, correct?
That is correct.
And it wasn't even just that you had doubts about the alleged source of this story and serious doubts. That wasn't it, right? You've actually admitted that before you published this video, in your words, you thought it was fake.
That is correct.
You've also admitted during your deposition that you assume every story could not be true.
That is correct.
Do you recall giving testimony that you think it's funny to say that people have sexually transmitted infections?
That is correct.
All right. And specifically, when you were asked, do you think it's funny to say that people have sexually transmitted infections? You said it's a part of life. Yes, I do. Right?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
All right. And when you were also asked if you think it would also be funny to say that someone had AIDS, you said, it's funny sometimes. Yeah. I mean, especially if they were reckless in getting it. I mean, that's the reality of it. Some people just don't know. Is that the testimony you gave?
Wow.
Mm.
That is
Mm,
correct.
wow. Okay. All right.
Oh,
In
I'm
this
sorry.
video, that was right.
That is
And in
correct.
the
We're
mhm,
just reacting to the statement.
right.
Oh, okay. Y'all can't
And,
do
and-
that.
I know,
I'm
I know.
sorry.
That was a lot. Okay. All right. In this video that we were just watching, when you said that if you get it wrong, you have no problem issuing a retraction, and then you said you did give a retraction. But when you were asked about this at your deposition, well, let me ask you this. The retraction we're talking to, is that the baby bird video?
I'm sorry?
Is the retraction you're saying you gave for this video the baby bird video?
The baby bird.
Where you refer to my client as baby bird? Or are you talking about a different video?
I have no, I have no idea.
Okay, we'll watch it in a minute. But when do you think you gave that retraction?
I remember exactly. It was when I talked. Can I elaborate? Sorry.
Well, you've got to answer the question. The question was, when do you think you gave the video? I guess the retraction.
Yes, the retraction.
It was within a week of receiving the story.
All right. So very close in time, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And this story came out, just to make sure I get the date right. This was September of 2020, correct?
I believe so. I don't know the date.
Yeah, that was a stipulated fact I read into the record. So September of 2020, and you were deposed in one of the dates you were deposed in this case was November 30th, right?
That is correct.
And do you recall testifying at that point, not that you had given a retraction, but that if you were given a negative HPV result of my client, when you were asked if you would give a retraction, you said no, because that was dark comedy. I didn't say that like it was an absolute fact.
That is correct.
It's correct that that's the testimony you gave.
That is correct.
Okay, so in deposition, you didn't say I had already issued a retraction, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And even though, so you say here, I didn't say that as if it were an absolute fact, right?
That is correct.
And yesterday, when you were testifying, you talked about certain pieces when referring to my client as being opinion pieces, correct?
That is correct.
And you remember acknowledging that you had testified that opinion pieces were when someone else gives you information and you're relaying it, correct?
That is correct.
All right. But in your video that we just saw, you said that 98% of what you do is fact, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So you are relaying to people watching your video on a regular basis that what you are publishing are facts. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. Be quiet.
Okay. Do you also recall during your deposition admitting that you have made multiple false statements about my client?
That is correct.
All right. And specifically in reference to the statements we just watched, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And again, when you was questioned actually during the November 19th deposition, when you were asked if you'd ever issued a retraction about those particular statements, question, okay, have you ever issued a retraction? Answer, no. That was your testimony, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So, what you just said a moment ago on the stand, that you believe you did issue a retraction, that is not what you testified to when you were under oath at your deposition, correct?
That is correct.
All right. The video that we just watched that says that my client cheated on her husband and has HPV is still up, right?
That is correct.
meaning I can go online tonight and watch it.
That is correct.
And anyone else, any member of the public, can go online and watch the video and see those statements.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And on the YouTube channel where you can see the video, do you have a disclaimer under there at this point that says there are statements in this video that aren't true?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a disclaimer up there now?
There is a disclaimer.
When did that go up?
I'm not sure.
And do you specifically tell them at this that the statements about my client having HPV and cheating on her husband aren't true?
Can you repeat the question?
Does the disclaimer specifically say that the statements that my client has HPV are not true?
No, ma'am.
Does the disclaimer say that the statements that my client cheated on her husband are not true?
No, ma'am.
Well, what does the disclaimer say?
Am I able to read it? It's pretty long.
Can you give me a general idea?
Something like this is for entertainment purposes only. All commentary is alleged opinion-based comedy, satire, and parody.
Okay, did you start putting this disclaimer on your videos after you got sued?
I'm not sure. I
Mm.
don't remember the exact date.
Okay, but in the video, the statement that you're presenting facts is still there, right?
That is correct.
That wasn't edited out.
No, ma'am.
All right. You've also made statements that if Cardi wants you to delete the videos, she needs to give you money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can we pull up Exhibit 550? Your Honor, this video was stipulated to by request for admission 44, and I'd offer it into evidence.
No objection.
Plaintiff's 550 is admitted without objection. Wrap on Plaintiff's Exhibit 550 was marked for purposes of identification and admitted into evidence.
All right. If we could please start at around 4 minutes and 15 seconds. This is 550. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Could I have one moment?
Sure.
So we're going to start this video at 4 minutes and 15 seconds, please. Okay, let's pause there. So in this video, where you're saying because she thinks she's going to run my platform, she wants me to delete the videos. Well, B, you need to give me a check. You're talking about my client, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and the videos that you're talking about that she wants deleted are the videos we've been discussing with the statements in them, correct?
That is correct.
The statements that my client is saying are defamatory, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And in this, are you talking to her? Is this supposed to be directed at her?
My audience.
Okay. So this is for your audience. And you're saying that if she wants the videos down, she needs to pay you, right?
That is correct.
And you said, you want me to delete these videos? You better give me the money I was supposed to make off the videos or more because it's residual income.
That is correct.
All right. When you say the money I was supposed to make or more because it's residual income, are you talking about the fact that as long as the videos remain up, they continue to create revenue for you?
That is correct.
All right. So you essentially saying that to take the videos down, my client has to pay you out for what you think you're going to make on these videos by leaving them up?
That is correct.
All right. And when you say, I may not use her name, no, you said, excuse me, you want this shit down on my platform, you've got to pay for that. It's a business over here. And then you say, but knowing me, I'd find a way to still give it to you. I may not use her name, but I'd be like, there's this rapper. You said that, right?
That's correct.
Wow. And is
Mm,
what you're intending to convey when you say that even if she did pay you to take these down and you took them down, that you would continue to make the statements without using her name and just say, there's this rapper.
that is correct.
All right. So you're essentially conveying that no matter what my client does, you're going to continue to make these statements about her.
That is correct.
Wow. And part of the reason you were laughing when you said, I'd be like, there's this rapper, is because you've talked about my client enough that you would expect that all your viewers would still know who you were talking about if you said, there's this rapper, correct?
That is correct.
You've also admitted that you're publishing stories about my client to get back at her for starting this lawsuit, right?
That is correct.
All right. Could we please take a look at Exhibit 651? Okay, before this is published to the jury, all right, do you recognize what's up on the screen here?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that you in the upper left-hand corner?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the top left-hand corner next to the little circle, it says Unwind with Tasha K. You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Was this an Instagram live video that you published on your channel?
On Instagram?
Your Honor, I'd offer this into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
Plaintiff 651 is admitted without objection.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right. If we can take a look at it starting at 11 minutes and 10 seconds, please. And before we start this, is this a recording of a phone call?
I'm sorry?
Is this a recording of a FaceTime?
No, this is a Instagram live.
Okay. And you had 4 people on it?
Yes.
Okay. Before we show this, I just want to ask you a couple of questions about what an Instagram live is.
Sure.
Could you explain what an Instagram live is?
So, an Instagram live is a feature in this story icon where you can see my little face above my head. I'm in the black shirt. So, you'll click the icon when you're on Instagram and you'll have the option to go live. And they allow you to go live with others as well for up to 4. And so I brought in other bloggers during this conversation to discuss a multitude of things.
Okay. So it's essentially like a way to broadcast a live conversation. And that can be just you, or it could be a conversation with other people, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And do you know how long these stay up on Instagram?
Um, there's 2 options. So 24 hours. No, not 24 hours. So you have the option to delete it right away, or you can share it to your Instagram and it will stay if it processes. So,
Okay,
yes,
great. Thank you. And did you share this one with your Instagram?
I tried. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Let's look at 11 minutes and 10 seconds. All right. Who are the other people you're talking to?
I believe that is the Wiley show next to me at the top. Below is Spoken Reasons, a YouTuber, and I'm not sure who that is in the dark. I can't remember right offhand.
Okay. And this was published?
Oh, I remember. Larry Reed Live. He's another YouTuber.
Thank you. This was published in August of 2021, correct?
I believe so.
All right. And when you were saying when she filed that lawsuit, that was the only reason I started to drag her ass. You're talking about my client, Cardi B, correct?
That is correct.
And is drag her ass slang for talking negatively about someone, putting it politely?
More so reading her, critiquing her more.
Okay,
Critiquing, same thing.
right. All right. But since this lawsuit was filed, you've done more than just critique her, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we've looked at all of these tweets where you refer to her as herpes B, and the video that we just looked at where you said she had HPV and cheated on her husband, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And so that would be included, that type of conduct would also be included in what you're describing as when you started to drag her as, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So part of the reason you did those things was, or the reason you did those things is because she filed a lawsuit. That's what you're saying in this video.
That is correct.
All right. Do you recall giving testimony that you don't know for sure that my client has HPV?
That is correct.
And you testify also that you think it's a joke, right?
That is correct.
And you also remember testifying that part of the reason you said she had HPV is because you think it's amusing, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And when asked if when you said that you knew it would upset my client, you admitted that you knew it would upset my client, correct?
That is correct.
And that's part of the reason you did it, correct?
That is correct.
May we approach?
Yes.
In that deposition, my client wants to explain the other reasons why she was doing this was because of the threats and everything we discussed yesterday. So she's opening the door to that. And I just wanted,
What is it?
she was like saying, I wanted her to be upset. Like, when I was posting the videos, when I was,
That's a way to backdoor in the stuff that's not allowed. The reason that she will go on the record and say mean stuff is because of the threats against her.
she was saying that because all those things in addition to filing the lawsuit. And
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Start over.
I'm trying to. She said those things in addition to because she filed the lawsuit and also because she's been harassing her, and
So she said things that were consistent with the things that she's been saying all along.
correct.
Well, that's not believable, number one. It's in direct violation of the motion in limine.
Oh my God.
I'll let you make a record of that at the break, but we're not going to backdoor. Find a way for her to backdoor in everything that I've eliminated. To say that I've been talking crap about her, and because they threatened to sue me, I continue to talk crap about her. In addition to the fact that I think it's amusing and I make money from it and all that, no, that's not believable. It is just an attempt by the defense to simply backdoor in things that have been specifically excluded by the court.
I'm not trying to backdoor it in. I'm just saying it's getting to the point where she keeps asking her about her state of mind.
I'm not asking about her state of mind.
I'm not sure what question. What question asked about her state of mind?
She's saying like you thought this and you thought that. Like I'm saying.
She admitted those things.
I understand, but she also, I'm just,
So I don't go ahead.
I'm going to bring it back up if I think it's getting more close, I guess.
Okay. Well, so in her disposition,
Correct.
she said what? She said, I brought that. I did that because I was mad about that. I was being harassed.
Not in response. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
in response to the question I just asked.
Not
Excuse me. In many places, and this was a giant problem, she went off because there was obviously no one in the room controlling her.
mm,
She went off on these giant tangents, like calling my client a gangbanger and just saying all these inflammatory things. And we are not offering that testimony here because the court has specifically excluded it. And in response to the questions that I just asked, that is not the answers that she gave.
Yeah, I don't understand the defendant's point at this point. But I'll tell you, I'm not going to let the defendant create, like at one point she herself said, that what she wanted to say was going to open the door. She can't open the door by saying stuff. The only way the proverbial door could be opened is if a question is asked that does that.
I understand.
At this point, I'm not exactly sure that I have a motion before me, but I fail to see that the defendant can be able to say things that she wants to say just because she wants to say them because she thinks it makes herself look better.
Hmm.
So at this point, there's nothing for me to rule on.
I heard that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Before we break, before we break, I'm actually about to play a fairly long video since
How long is it?
it's more than 15 minutes, I believe. Let me just check the time codes.
You're going to have questions for her after you play it, I'm sure. Or you'll have questions in between.
I'll have questions for her after I play it. So it's at least 18 minutes long.
We're going to break for lunch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry that we had to have such a long discussion. I used to tell jurors when I was a state judge that if they, and this is true, if you ever can't hear something, then ask us to speak up. I'm not sure if I said this in this trial or not, but when we're whispering over there, don't ask us to speak up because that's intentional. In the course of discussing some evidentiary matters, it's come to my attention that there's going to be the next item for the plaintiff is going to be a video that itself would take 18 minutes or so. There will be questions intermittent as well as following. It will probably make sense that we go ahead and break for lunch now rather than just wait 10 minutes for artificial. The artificial time that I said at 12:30. So we'll break now at 12:20. I'll ask if you'll return to the jury deliberation room at 1:20. I should have mentioned this yesterday, and I didn't, that we also have the use of the adjoining courtrooms jury deliberation area. So if y'all want to, if some of you are staying up and you want to spread out in there, then feel free to do that. And court security staff will make that available to you, assuming I'm right and it's still available. There was a judge there. His picture was on the wall. One of the few African-American judges that's ever served on this court. A great man.
Wow.
He was on the Georgia Court of Appeals before I was ever there. And then he came here. And he just recently, as a federal judge, you can take senior status when you reach a certain age, depending on when you went on the bench, which allows you to continue to serve and hear some cases. Oftentimes, senior judges continue to hear full caseloads even after they retire, which is really nice because the government is already paying them and they don't get paid anything more to serve. He served well into his 80s and just recently retired, and so his courtroom is vacant. There's currently pending before the United States Congress the nomination of our President Biden, the two new judges to this court, And I expect both of them to be confirmed soon. And one of them would take that office. And that courtroom might not be available to us then, but it is now. So if you want to spread out in there, either now or at any of our other breaks, we'll make it available to you. So we'll see you at 1:20. Take your notes with you and leave them in the jury deliberation room, given that it's going to be an extended break. Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're gonna end right here,
Okay.
and we're gonna continue tomorrow. So, how's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Good. That woo.
She is
Wow.
evil.
What's your opinion of what you heard so far in the case?
I think she just evil. She thinks she can just her and her lawyers think she can just say whatever she wants to and they can just sneak stuff in. I don't know.
I'm gonna give
Wow.
my true opinion. My true opinion right now is I want to hear the prosecution, or not the defense's questionings as well. That's my true opinion, because I'm like, this side is doing what it's meant to do. It's making her look horrible. So I
Yes.
want to see their rebuttal. Is my true opinion.
They're not gonna rebuttal this. I'm just
Are
gonna
you
tell
serious? Oh, she
No.
just get to walk away looking this bad?
They're gonna call her when it's their turn to call their witnesses.
So
Oh,
they're not gonna rebut. But the thing is, it's just that it's everything that she said and did.
she has a real stank attitude. I mean,
Yes.
like, I don't even know how you rebuttal this. That's why I'm saying I have to hear the other side and what she's going to try to say as an excuse for, because that stuff about HIV, I'm like, whoa.
HPV.
No, she's talking about when she said if somebody
AIDS.
have AIDS.
AIDS.
Did she think it's funny?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
That was not nice at all.
No, I was like, oh, she a
Not
demon.
nice.
Yeah.
How do you say something that you think it's
Wow.
funny for somebody to have AIDS?
Oh my
Really?
Wow.
She's vile.
Ooh.
Wow.
But she trying to say that she was stressed out when she was pregnant because because Cardi B was in the gang.
Really. And she continued. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Go ahead.
And the thing is, if you're so stressed out and nervous about her being in a gang, but you continuously, repeatedly kept putting up videos and saying these horrible things, so you weren't scared.
You weren't scared. You were harassing her. You were
Yes.
tempting her. You were pushing.
Oh,
That defense could never work.
wow.
That's why the judge like, no, don't even try it.
Yeah.
Don't even
Wow.
try it.
Rico said it's like Tasha K is full of hatred against everybody, but not her self-esteem.
Wow.
Mm-mm. I'm just like,
she is. She hateful.
crazy.
She don't like nobody because she don't like herself. Basically, I don't think she like herself.
Exactly.
I'm kind of waiting for the part where she starts speaking about the other race, because wasn't the judge Caucasian?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just remember that part from when you were reporting. So I'm like, ooh, I want to hear the judge get at her then.
Oh, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear. But you see what he said. What you looking at?
Yeah. What you looking at me
He does
for?
that a lot.
He said, "What are you looking at me for?"
It was. I think too, because of how terrible it being repeated back to her, and she realizing just how terrible it is. She probably was looking at the judge like to try to see his reaction, like, "Oh my God, he probably really think I'm just a horrible person," which I am. But and that's probably he was like, "What you looking at me for? What you looking at me for, Willis?"
Exactly.
Oh, she's really trying to get under that lawyer's Sarah's skin.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
repeat that?
Yes.
Could you explain that? I'm like, this lady.
Could you guys tell that I was driving home? My baby was reading my lines to me.
Oh, he was
Tell him
helping you
thank
out.
you.
Yeah.
I was driving. I was like, okay, mute. Tell me what my next line
You
is.
should have let him read it then.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
Yeah. But
And remember,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was saying, remember, she said she is the business. She is it.
Yeah, but she was also saying that her husband is the president, but your name is on everything. His name ain't on nothing.
Right. On the trademark,
I
on
don't
the this, on the
understand.
that.
But I don't understand how she's getting away with not filing her taxes and stuff for her business.
She's
Uh,
probably writing off all of her expenses because it's an LLC.
But you still have to
but you
file.
have to file, yeah.
You still have to file.
You
Right.
do have to file.
Yeah, she hasn't filed. I understand personal or
To
business.
this day, I don't even think she's filed her taxes.
You wait till we get caught up. We coming for her.
Hey, hey.
She's one of that.
But it's
A lot of people gonna be in trouble.
but you know
I
my
wonder if she got a PPE too, or the PPP. I'm just
I,
curious.
If
I
you
don't
ain't
know.
filed your taxes, I don't think you can get it. You have to file taxes. You have to
Mhm.
prove that
To show.
you have to show you have a business to your
So,
Yeah.
but it's just reading the Miss Mott's repeating what she said in her deposition, what she said in the videos. And it's like, and she's like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's correct. So it's like you've admitted you lied. You have admitted that you knew it wasn't true. You have admitted that you kept saying it and over and didn't take the
And
videos
she did
down.
not care, right? She did not
No,
care that,
no.
like, she was real smart mouth during that deposition. What was she thinking?
I
so
don't know
why
that it was never going to be admitted into court or brought up again in
She
life
really thought she was invincible in this.
yeah, she really
under
thought she was
oath.
gonna win.
Under
Bird
oath.
Tree said that's why the IRS was at the trial. That is correct. There probably was some revenue officers just sitting in there taking notes. They're gonna get them.
Wow.
They're gonna get them.
Oh,
That's messed
someone
up.
said she did get a PPP.
She did?
Yowzers.
How you get a PPP without filing taxes? She haven't filed taxes since 2000.
Well, what did her business lose during the pandemic? She essentially
She was
I don't
working.
know. She was
she was
working.
working the
If
entire
even if
time.
you had a loss, if you made income or loss, you still have to file, especially a LLC.
She didn't file anything. They said, "Well, isn't it going to come out?"
3 years. She
Did we
hadn't
read
filed
that
in
yet?
3 years. She hadn't filed in 3 years.
Wow. Okay, Ron Isley. You're gonna be another one.
I just I'm just
So for you to get
bewildered.
a PPP in 2020, you had to file in 2019, and she didn't file in 2019.
Mm.
You had to file 2019 and 2020 to get the PPP. So I don't know how she got that. I mean,
Somebody,
people were doing it. I know they were doing it, but I don't know. I don't know.
And she said,
somebody said public record. When they Googled it, it
Johnny
came
said
up.
when she Googled it. Johnny said when she Googled it, it came up.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, I don't know how she did that, and it's proved right here that she didn't file her taxes. So
well, the thing is, they know that the IRS is behind in 2019 and 20, so it's a lot of leeway. So that's probably why
Oh
he was
yeah,
able
that
to
might
get
be
it.
why.
Because when we got shut down, we still got over like 24 million unprocessed mail
Ooh,
that have yet to be
good
processed. So
Lord
we
Jesus.
got a little leeway on the 19 and 20. That's probably why she was able to get it.
Wow.
but to get your stuff for you to be able to to write it off the PPP for not to owe the money back, you
The
have
forgiveness. The
right
forgiveness.
to get the forgiveness. You have to show your bank or whoever you went through. You have to show them that you know what I'm saying. You file your taxes and everything that you wrote off, right? That's what I had to do. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know how the PP work.
Mm-mm-mm. I don't know, but she's real cocky and arrogant. She
Yeah,
really must have thought
she
that
acting
she
like
was
Trump.
exempt.
She acting
Wow.
like Donald Trump.
I think she thought she was exempt based on being a non-journalist, but journalist. But what did she say?
Blogger
Blogger,
and
entertainer,
reporter. She's a
and with
reporter too.
everything that's being said in this case, it opens the doors back up for the other things that she's done. Like she said that the feds weren't going to get her for speaking on Robert because she was a journalist.
So I don't even understand how people listening to her now, because I mean, obviously all the people that she's interviewing, they lying. That's how I
Yeah.
take it. I wouldn't even believe nothing they saying, and they can be telling the truth.
But she was basically saying she questioned a lot of the stuff and felt that it was fake, and yet she still published it. Wow. And to get on there, I mean, did she think that the attorneys were fake people? I mean, to say I'm going to wipe my butt with your cease and desist, to get get up with the lawyers. I'm not stopping until you take me to court. Okay. What kind of
Even if
craziness?
she thought that at first, at some point she found out that they were real, and
Right.
she kept doing it. So she just didn't care,
Yeah.
because she said
No.
she didn't care. She wasn't taking nothing down. They would have to take her to court. She didn't care about them lawyers.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I think that her speaking about the court case and everything was making it more real, which was pushing more people to the videos.
Right.
And
Right.
she probably fully thought that the case was going to send her over the top, like
Yeah.
going through, but people didn't report on it. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, they still
Yeah.
did not report on it. They still haven't.
They
Even like the
didn't.
transcript, even reading the transcript here, it should be a lot of people in here, but they're not. Because I guess everybody's okay with what she's doing.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand what's going
Mhm.
on. It's real quiet now that you got the information. People pride in a way, they don't want to even get it from you. They just want to go. It's just. Ugh.
They want it
Yeah.
to go away, but no, we're gonna push it out there. Hit
Right.
the like button, people. Hit the like button so it could get pushed in the
Mm,
algorithm.
yeah. But the thing is, she's the
Algorithm.
one who said that they're coming out the transcripts, so read them. She told
Yeah,
you
she
to
said
read them.
no. What was the thing that was posted in Cardi's hold on, let's go pull that up. With
Yeah.
with her Cardi's lawyers just recently put in there. Hold on, let me put it up on the screen.
Cause
I remember that Tasha K. I sent it to you a while back, Sylvia. The video of I think his name is Perez Hilton, and
mhm.
he made videos saying she's reckless. And I've seen this before, but she's reckless on a whole other level. He
Wow.
said she is going to be sued, and I can't wait for it. I mean, he made like 2 or 3 videos about her just going off and saying what she does and how she reports on people, and she's not what's the word? Like she's not vetting and she's not getting correct information. He said
Rico,
she's gonna get sued.
she's
Well,
not vetting because she's not a journalist. She's not a reporter, so she don't have to be
she
accountable.
don't
That's
care.
what
It's
she
about
did.
salaciousness and
Right.
getting people to her videos so she can make money.
Well, where she messed up was reporting it as fact. When she said this is
Exactly.
our fact, that's
Exactly.
where she messed up. Had
Yep.
she stayed saying, so I heard, then she
Mhm.
might have been okay.
Mm.
Rico says she's been threatening to sue Nick at Night for talking about her. Now she gonna threaten to sue somebody for talking about her.
What?
She threatened to sue Nick at Night for talking
No,
about her. To
this
say,
is what this is
uh,
what Cardi's attorneys basically said here. Let me go put it up. Hold on a second. Cardi's attorney basically said that she says this is particularly true if the defendant are judgment proof and thus incapable of compensating plaintiff for the harm they have caused, or if the defendant have fraudulently moved assets during the pendency of this litigation to make it more difficult to collect the judgment, because then the damage award cannot be served in intended deferent effect. Defendant has already boasted much. Kibi, what I'm gonna what I'm like 6,000 in, but let me tell you how this was a blessing though, cause can't nobody else sue me, and even if they do, I ain't got no money. We've got estate lawyers.
Which have
We've
nothing
got
to do with that.
other we've got other mother effing things, and I ain't got it. I ain't got SHIT in my name, BITCH.
But everything is in her name.
Says then
No,
he
she
got
put
it.
it.
We
She
just
put
proved
it
that
in.
everything is her name.
She put it in trust and in things that couldn't be touched. It sounds like, but that's
No,
gonna
it ain't
backfire.
in trust. It ain't even in trust. It would be listed when you see her thing. It's not in
She
trust.
is a liar.
If she did it after the case, it could be in trust now.
But now she told it, so now
You
they got
can't,
the
you
evidence.
can't do it as
Yeah.
evidence. You can't
Then
do
that's
that
gonna be
stuff
a
on the
problem.
yeah.
They
And
got
that's
it
why
right. They got what
that's
she
why
said.
this motion is in.
Right, that's why they got it up here. She gonna get that money.
Mhm.
She gonna have to come out of something. They gonna get her money. They gonna get Cardi B money for her.
She said, I ain't got but $1 to my name.
She lying.
Mm-mm.
How she paying those people that she interviewing? Because she paying them, and she got a lot of interviews
Oh,
coming.
How
look
she
what
paying her staff?
but she got money to go to Jamaica.
Mm.
Oh, she going to Jamaica?
She
And
went
open,
already. She
She
went
w-
on vacation.
and she
Oh.
opened up a new studio, right?
It's in her house, isn't it?
No, look
Well,
at
she
is
was
her
wanting out of space or something. It's a
Oh,
space.
okay.
is her LLC a nonprofit?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, she got some money. Ooh, she got
well,
some
And
they
you
have
were
money.
gonna put
to,
up the part where she said, get the transcript.
and all
Oh
they
yeah.
have to do,
Get,
is
Oh
look
get
yeah.
the
at
transcript and
Hold on,
read it.
hold on. Let me get that one. Hold on. Let me get that one.
her YouTube thing. It's saying she got some money coming in every month or whatever it's doing.
Hmm. I'm just in. Uh, uh, I mean, how could you do that? It's like she's obsessed.
With Cardi B.
Yes, and it's like I just deliberately doing this because she know it upsets her. That's
She's
evil.
miserable. She's miserable. She's not happy.
Cardi gonna have to take her and make her get garnished. But
Wow.
I fail to
There it is right
believe.
there, y'all.
Huh?
No
There it is.
lies were told not on anyone. I never admitted to lying about anything. No one threw anyone under the bus. Mostly everything reported was a lie for the inside. The court transcripts would be available to the public soon. I forgot to add this into my speech. Read then. Read them. What? We reading them.
Well, that's what we doing.
But they keeping up people from reading
And really,
them.
right. And really, the reporters from the court, you all were really a
Yes,
little
we
light
did.
on her.
Yeah,
You were
y'all
a
do
little
this.
light on her compared to what we're seeing in the transcripts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I try to be a little bit diplomatic.
Mm. Sweet one
You were
said
a lot diplomatic.
Sweet one said her husband is African. They moved the money. Plus, since they only made him partially responsible, she can move the money in her husband's name along with her YouTube channel. Wow.
No,
I
they
feel
remember they charge him the
Yeah.
company
50-50.
500,000. They did the company had its own
Had
case.
500,000. So yeah, he's partially responsible.
Yeah.
so. I'm trying to think. She could file bankruptcy, but even in that, how would that work out for a judgment?
Remember
They got
the
they have
baby?
to
I mean, not the baby. What's her name? The brat. She tried that, and she still had to pay the judgment on the person she harmed.
she can't do a total seven chapter seven. She has to do a reorganization, chapter 13 or chapter 11.
Mm.
So she still got to pay something, and then they're gonna check everything she got.
Hmm.
The trustee.
Because I truly fail to believe that she is this stupid, and she's continuing. I just can't believe that. So she has to have some kind of game plan.
Okay.
I believe she do because she is a very evil, crooked person.
I agree, but I just don't think she's a silly person. I think she's a bully and she's very mean, but I think she has a game plan to try to get out of this, even if it's gonna fail.
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
sure she has
Well, can
she
I ask a
thinks she
question?
has a plan.
Let me ask a question about this motion that they put in now. Can they ask to up the money since she's still harassing? Because remember they they took the money down because and made it 25,000 instead of 250,000.
No, that was
No,
just
that's done.
that was medical. That was medical.
Oh, but I'm saying for the harassing, she's still harassing her and stuff. Shouldn't they be able to still, or are they? That's what I should be asking. Would they be able to still ask for more money?
I think the
Really,
judgment is the judgment already.
yeah, the judgment is done. They can ask. I mean, I I guess Cardi didn't want to like totally take her channel down. I guess she didn't think that she would continue doing
Mm,
all of this. But I mean, I
yeah,
would have been a little more harsh
I'm
in my
disappointed she didn't.
injunction.
I'm sorry.
I think she shouldn't be able to be on at all because she harassed a lot of people. So I think
I
she
think
should be taken
that
out.
she should have definitely asked for that apology and retraction. Like she's just asking for her to take them down. She needs to publicly apologize
Right.
and put it on all her platforms that she lied. And Cardi is not even asking that. I would make her, on the same way she put me out there, she needs to go out there and put herself out there.
I was thinking maybe the judge can do something to
Oh,
make it.
hold on. Tori says she cannot file for on a federal case. That's true.
Well, I want her to have to. I think she should have to pay that whole 38, whatever, 4,000. I mean, 4 million. And I think the judge should just step in and just make, because the way she's acted, nothing's bothering her. So I think they should have to step in and make some changes. Make an example out of her.
The judge can actually go above what the
That's what I think.
Cardi and them are asking as far as an injunction. I mean, he could say, "We taking down your whole channel. You can't be on social media for
Yeah,
a million years." I mean, he can take it further.
that's what I think because it seems like nothing's stopping her. It doesn't matter. She feel like she's still untouchable. People still taking interviews, still, going over there and I don't know. I don't
I
know.
just want to read Sweet One's comment. Free R. Kelly all day. Kel's coming home this year. Free R. Kelly. Unmute R. Kelly.
That's
Justice
right.
for
Oh,
one is an injustice for all.
free R. Kelly.
That's right, guys. Don't forget that on the 21st, we are asking everyone to mute their radio station if they do not play R. Kelly. If they do not play R. Kelly, we are going to have a boycott on those channels.
Yep, I'm with it. I'm already been spreading the news. I even have my kids. They young, well, they're in their 20s, and I told them that they posted it on their YouTube, Twitters, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Play his music.
Yeah,
Play it. Pump it.
His music. Yeah, they seen it. They said that man should not be in jail, Mom. I was like, he shouldn't, because they were like,
And
why you?
you got this liar, the one that's gave her all that story. There's
They
many
thought I
people.
was. They thought I was going crazy because I kept on watching and turning and watching this all day.
I mean, because
good.
we can see now that she exaggerates stories just for ratings and just for,
We know
the residual income.
we
She
know she lied on R. Kelly. What needs to happen is somebody needs to he needs to I don't know if he can do it from jail, but somebody needs to take some stands on her with the stuff that she
go ahead and file on his behalf too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering if the judgment would make it to where she couldn't do what she's done at all anymore without having disclaimers saying that it's fake.
Mm-hmm. And being specific about it, because like Miss Matz was pointing out when she said she had disclaimers saying blah blah blah, and she was like, "But were you specific about the things you said?"
Right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her. Like everybody does stuff bad. There's nothing wrong with her reporting the stuff that's really the truth that they did. But you coming up with your own stuff, putting it out there, that's not right. It's not right. That's the only point that we're trying to make. We're not trying to say that You know,
Right.
she shouldn't have. I mean, if that's what she do, she blog about, stuff that's happening. You can, if it's true, yeah, put it out there. But don't
I
put
mean, even if it was not true, she should not have added the wording that this is factual and I have receipts and so
Right.
and so and so.
Right. Because she didn't have no real receipts, no corroborating documents.
None.
And when and
She
when
So had she just said, "Oh, I heard this and I heard that,"
well, look,
then that would
find
have been
out
different.
what Gail King did it to R. Kelly, and R. Kelly was telling her it wasn't true, and she's like, "But the father said, but it's not true. Where's your evidence?"
Yeah, we should
Mhm.
have been boycotted her.
Yeah.
She didn't have the evidence. She's just going off whatever the father said, no matter what the daughter said, and she the one who they say that's happening to. But your
You,
dad said that you're not in your right mind. What?
you want to know why we can't boycott Gail? Because we're not her audience. We're not her audience.
True.
We're just not. I mean, besides what she's done 2 major interviews. Besides that, do you guys see her at all? Do you watch her?
No,
I think she did.
I don't
She
know no
did that.
she doesn't. She's not on CBS anymore.
She lost her position.
I wouldn't have known where she was anyway, to be honest. Besides those major interviews, Gail, who? Oprah best friend? That's it.
I wonder what happened. Why it's kind of quiet. Why did she lose her position? Why she just stepped down real quietly? I wonder what took place.
Was it after they put her in the van when she said she had COVID? You remember they had her reporting from the van?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I don't even watch CBS, so I can't even tell you.
Gail, who? Oprah best friend. That's all we know. That's all I know.
But it's this whole thing. I mean, karma.
She
Wow.
said Toria Williams said she called into the iHeartRadio here and told them that what is going on to unmute Kelly. They told me they have to ask the higher ups that the DJs cannot do it unless they want to get fired.
Okay, so what we need to do is start writing letters to the higher ups, and then having
And the owners.
and the petitions. Put some petitions. So show some numbers behind it.
We need to put that on the flyers that we share to erase the download of iHeartRadio for the day too.
Mhm.
Like they would notice if they're down. I mean, the subscribers to their app are disappearing.
See, I don't have them, so I don't care. They wouldn't care about me.
I think I do, but Pandora still plays him.
Yeah,
that's good.
hold on. Even
iHeartRadio plays him because I listen to iHeart, and that's what's on my phone right now, and I listen to R. Kelly. They always playing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then what?
Every time, yes. I hear him every weekend because I really listen to it, and I hear his music.
I know all the white stations here plays it.
So I read that. I forgot. Yeah, iHeart, because that's what I got on my phone, iHeart Radio, and I play
That's
it R.
interesting.
Kelly all day. Yeah.
You said the white stations play it.
Yep. They never took it off. They never took it off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Put no music on here.
I didn't mean to do that.
And Tidal still plays his music.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can look him up, and he has his own station on iHeart as an artist.
Oh wow!
See,
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
they just played this song like four songs ago. You remind me of something, R. Kelly. I'm just looking at it. Yeah. So yeah, they play his music. iHeart on slow jams. That's what I listen to. I just went back to the recent music that they just played, and it just showed that they played this song. So yeah, it's just our radio stations.
It's just the black ones don't play it.
Yep, the
That
black
one-
radio stations. They oh my goodness, they just so
I listen on Pandora normally, for sure. So
We're our
radio
worst
is getting.
enemy. You know that, right? We're our worst enemy.
yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
I'm all Deuteronomy, y'all. 28.
Wow. A lack of knowledge. Is that the one? My
No.
people feel.
Blessings and curses.
Huh?
Blessings and curses are in Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Mm.
Hmm. I'm all scattered. Don't know who we are. Don't know our own language. Don't know our history. And
Okay, guys,
fighting amongst each other.
we need to get some likes up. We need to get some you guys subscribe to this channel, and so we can get you
Oh,
more
well,
information, guys.
well, did I seen that I went over there to Mad Peel and what's her name was over there? Kimberly Black. She been going over there and she been supporting you and letting them know about you. And he said
Oh,
he gave his email, his Gmail for you. And he said he would like to see the motions and the transcripts.
who
And,
is his name? What's his name?
what I said, Mad Peel.
Oh, yeah, I like them
Yeah.
because I watched their video today
Yeah,
about
they really on
Day.
top of it. Yeah, they really on top of about the Damon Dash.
Yeah, I looked at that today.
And
I
he
was like, mm-hmm.
Matt Hill.
Mad Peel, Mad
Mad
MAD,
Peel. Like MADD Peel.
Okay,
and
y'all give me the email address. I'll send it to him.
let me go on that shit because I responded.
I wrote to somebody that sent me something recently, and I wrote to the one that I think
Let me see what she put down. He put down. He left it's on the drawer. I think. Hold on. Let me see.
You know what? Unique today was going in on Ashanti McGee too. So just in case y'all want to get the rehash of parts of the case, she was going in. She's going to focus on one person, one accuser, I think a day or something. Yeah.
I think it's on this.
Today was good.
Okay, she said this is what Kimberly Black told him. She said at Mad Peel, I'm a mod on infamous Sylvia's platform and rear R. Kelly supporters. Today, she covered that on March 21st, 2022, we are all demanding that all radio stations unmute R. Kelly and get boycotted. Can I send you the flyer? And he said yes. Email. He told her to email him. His email is
hold on. Kim, the
I'm a
work.
mod in that group, Kimberly.
You are mod in Mad group.
No, celebrating R. Kelly in Facebook. I was reading her comment.
Yeah, he done put it on. What is it? TikTok.
Yeah, it's on TikTok and Twitter now.
you ready for it?
Sweet one said we need to mute Mr.
Hold on, let me get it. Okay, I'm ready.
It's Mad MADD Peel PILL 77.
P-O.
No, MADD PILL 77 at gmail.com.
Madpill77 at gmail.com, right?
Yes. Yes. And he had the proof that Ashanti McGee lied on R. Kelly. That was one of his things. He was just talking about it. He broke it down.
YouTube, if you remember part of in the transcript, YouTube was congratulating her, TK because she had done, what was it, 340% growth in a 3-month period. That's why they're not messing with her. She's bringing people to their platform. She's money for them too, I guess.
Of course she is. They get a percentage.
Yeah, so
But you know,
that's why they're not messing with her.
eventually, it's going to be a problem. Because really, I mean, when you really compare her to the real big YouTubers, 3, 5 million and more, they will eventually feel that she can be gone. If it's going to be a potential lawsuit, because they can, Cardi and them can definitely sue YouTube.
I don't think they can sue because of the bylaws in YouTube. They say they don't claim any responsibility for their people on their platform.
So people have sued them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
And
it.
the thing is when they are not adhering to their community rules, yeah, that's a problem. Because they have not striked her channel
Right, and they do a lot.
for Cardi's things. And they know about this trial, and they know the judgment just happened, and that she admitted that she was malicious and all that stuff. And that's part of their community rules.
Especially when you can report people on report people channels, so they are responsible because they can take their channels down. So yes, they can be held responsible.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Somebody read all the bylaws of YouTube, and they have major disclaimers and things to say we're not responsible for and we don't hold the same opinions as the people who speak on their platforms. And
It doesn't matter. They still have to have they have to uphold the rules, regardless of what they put on there.
Right. And the bottom line is, if they're not responsible for what people say, then why are y'all striking people's channel?
Yeah.
Why are you pulling people? Then nobody's channel should ever be struck or pulled down.
Like, what was that one person's name? That other person who was against R. Kelly, Robert. Her page got taken down. She was pretty big.
That's because she showed a nudity thing.
Is that what she did?
Yeah,
I didn't know what she did.
She showed what's the name? Ding Dong.
Who?
Lord, man.
Flowing all over the place recently. And
Who?
Nelly?
Yeah.
Oh. Look, I'm like, who stuff? Oh, nobody else was excited.
I's married over here.
Ooh,
Stuff don't excite me. I'll be like, what?
Dang, she didn't even get a second chance. Like, they just automatically deleted her page.
She had violated some stuff before, and that was like her final warning. You talking about Jane, plain Jane?
Yes, and that was stupid.
Yeah, because you get 3 strikes.
Yeah, but she was harsh anyway. I'm surprised they didn't really take her off for the stuff she was saying about Mr. Kelly. But I guess they don't care about that. That's crazy.
It's almost like they pick and choose at certain points and times. I don't know.
So 3 strikes in how much time?
It depends. Some of them are permanent, and some are like a certain number of days, and then you can come back on.
Oh. I'm like, is it a 12-month rolling period? You can only have 3 strikes, you're out, or do these things stay forever and it's just 3 strikes and they just can
No,
cancel
they
your
stay
check?
forever. They don't remove those things unless you fight and and then you get them removed that way. But if you don't get it removed, it's gonna stay there forever.
Oh,
But I know
wow.
one guy was saying that he had got his first strike, and then he got his second strike, And then he said he just stopped because the first strike gives you a certain number of days that they watch you and you can't mess up again. And then he got the second strike within that time period that they gave him. And then they gave him another time period where he couldn't mess up. So he just stopped posting until he got through all of those timelines. And then they do drop the actual strikes and you kind of like starting all over because he said the third strike they told him he would be permanently gone. Because people was
That's
like,
no
where have you been? Where have you been? He was like, that's why I haven't been posting because I was nervous. I was on my second strike.
that's
And I
no
mean,
fun because
right.
I mean, you're living on the edge. Then you might as
Yep.
well make a backup page and tell everybody to come over there.
Exactly.
Make 3 of them.
3 of them. Did you remember with what's her name? They took down her thing, and I think they took down her backup page. Nosy hoe.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either, but I heard the name.
Yeah, they took her page down and her backup page.
I thought he was off of Twitter forever. She said 45 off Twitter for a year.
Yeah, I thought he was permanently banned.
Yeah, I thought that was a permanent ban.
Who?
45. Yeah, that's a permanent ban. Twitter was not for his shenanigans.
All right, guys, I'm about to end this so I can go ahead and curtail this so we could knock out all of our talk.
Okay.
Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. What's the best time? You know, this early day time didn't work for everybody, so let's just do it because.
Well, at least by
We'll just make the reading a shorter time frame because
Yeah.
has to start early. People not going to come in early. I know I'm not.
So what? 8:30?
8:30.
So is that 7:30 Central?
Yes.
Okay.
5:30 for me. That's fine.
Okay.
Because we really got to be realistic. This early stuff, people not going to be able to get in here.
Especially when they work.
I would have been okay if not for my baby face being all swollen.
Well, yeah, that's understood. Yeah, poor baby. You
How's he
got his
feeling now?
antibiotics?
Yeah, he just took them when we walked back in the house. You heard me. I walked in here. Shh, just drink. That is correct. Shh.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, wow.
We did good to be
Yeah.
driving and taking
Yes,
medicine.
you all
and
did real good. You did real good.
Tell him he's a pro. Next time I need a reader, I'll bring him along.
I'm gonna let Khalil be your judge. He likes to be bossy. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have a great evening.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I need to see y'all in the back. Don't leave yet, okay?
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Chad. Have a great evening. Blessed night.